Welcome to Real Time Florida Sportsman. This week we're trailing the Triton up to the Big Bend region. It's time to find the shortest route to the hottest bite. We scan Florida Sportsman's regional forums for the best fishing reports, then travel to make real anglers our local guides.
Give me some of that!
Together we let you in on secret spots and hometown moves.
That's what I'm talking about!
Oh yeah, she's done for now.
This week we head to the Big Bend region of the Florida Sportsman Forum. First we'll head out to Horseshoe Beach, look for grouper on the bottom and AJ's on top.
Oh, I came across.
Then we'll head down to Crystal River where we'll check out the inshore action and go scalloping. All coming up on Real Time Florida Sportsman. Horseshoe Beach, let me tell you, this place is just a speck on the map. There is not much going on here. If you blink, you'll miss it. There is no major food store, no major hotel chain. Pretty much probably just known for its fishery. I think the population is only a couple hundred people. Before launching the Triton, we had to stop and pick up some last minute supplies. Well, we stopped at the tackle store, / hardware store, / grocery store, / library, / museum. Let me tell you, this strip mall had it all. It's the one-stop shop in Horseshoe Beach. This week we're fishing with Chris, aka Key Pond, on the forum. What do you got planned for us today?
We're gonna run off, hit a grouper holes, some reds and some gags early on, and then swing by and see if we can catch some AJs on Topwater.
How far of a run we got planned?
Total far out is 25 miles.
25 miles out in the Gulf. Talking to Chris, he said it's pretty important before you head 20-25 miles offshore to have a variety of bait fish. You know, dead bait, live bait, artificials. So on the way out, we stopped and picked up some pinfish. This is what you need to bring the kids along for right here.
No doubt.
Elephants eat peanuts. After picking up some pinfish on the grass flats, we pointed the nose of the Triton west, and it was nearly a 20-mile run to the first spot. A real basic rig that I'm using 3 ounces of lead, getting us down. We're only in 50 feet of water. I'm going to a 60-pound piece of fluorocarbon leader, circle hook, like a 7.0 VMC circle hook. I didn't even use a swivel. I just kind of left a tag on that uni-to-uni knot, a little bulky knot, keeps the weight from sliding down. Keep me from using all that terminal tackle. And maybe about a 4 or 5 foot piece of sectional leader is probably even longer than you need. Just hooking them right in the nostril. Chris was telling me that this spot is mainly known for its gag grouper and its occasional red grouper as well. And let me tell you, this guy wasn't lying. From the first drop down, it was constant action. What kind of bottom is this here? Is this rock? Is it limestone?
It's pretty much limestone with pitted holes in it. It's not really, when you look at the depth finder, it looks pretty flat, but the real structure is below the the level surface you're seeing on the depth sounder. I can't talk and hook up at the same time.
It is it's not.
It wasn't just me. Thinks you got a nice one.
That's some good eat right there.
It's a red. Little baby.
You know, sitting in 45, 50 feet of water, I thought to myself, this would be a great spot to try an artificial. I grabbed a small trout rod, threw on a Berkeley gulp, dropped it to the bottom. Wouldn't you know, they like gulp as well. So I had to bust out the trout rod on them. Gulp jerk shed. Nice. Look how pretty. Now this is the first time I've ever caught one of these.
Really?
I'm not lying to you about that. This is the very first time. Chris's parents were actually nice enough to let us stay at their house. They have a little vacation house over here. What town is that, right outside of Horseshoe?
Cross City.
Cross City. And you've been coming to this area, you're telling me, since you were a kid.
Rumor has it they stuffed me under the bow of a boat at 2 months old and we went fishing. So yeah, I'd say I've been coming here a while.
There you have it. Couldn't get away with that nowadays.
No. Oh, we got to tighten the drag now.
Oh, come up, come up. Oh, I guess the gags like the gulp too.
That one's legal. most of the year.
Jerk shad, trout rod, grouper in the Gulf. Oh no! Oh no!
That could be a red.
Definitely fight. Woo! You better do your exercises before you come out here. We've been on the spot literally an hour. And I'm getting flat worn out. Woo, look at that. That's a decent gag right there, right?
That's nice, man. That's beautiful. 26, 27 inches maybe?
What do you say? You want to move over to that AJ spot and get more of a whooping?
Let's do it.
Man, those red grouper and gag grouper about wore us out. Talking to Chris, he says about another 8-mile run to the Amberjack spot. I knew we needed to save some energy for him, so we packed it up and decided to make the move.
This segment is brought to you by PENN. Let the battle begin.
The PENN Squall is lightweight, and its ergonomic graphite design with the legendary PENN power at a price any angler can afford. Its lightweight design is built for power and incorporates the same top-of-the-line DuraDrag system that you find in international reels. It utilizes a Versa handle that allows anglers to adjust the length for power or speed. PENN took into account the finer details of reel design with the new Squall. It's extremely ergonomic design constructed with a lightweight graphite frame and side plates. And you'll notice the handle doesn't protrude above the frame, eliminating cutoffs by the line hanging over the lever. Look for the new Squall at your local tackle store or check out pennreels.com. All right, second spot, Amberjack spot. Chris says he pulls up to this spot half the time the fish are up on the surface. You know, 20, 30, 40-pound AJs.
Yeah, and they like the topwater plugs. Let's cast topwater out here and they'll hit it in packs.
Pulling up to this spot, Chris says that we're gonna see these Amberjack on top. Now, typically when I think of AJs, I'm thinking of on the wrecks, on the reefs, down deep, not a fish that I'm gonna see up on the surface. So we can see these fish sitting down below the boat, but I can't get him to come up and eat a plug. Chris says typically what he'll do is take a live bait, drop it down, fire him up. Throws on a pinfish, drops it down, it doesn't take long. What took so long?
Slow it down, slow it down. Easy does it.
He's got him fired up. Maybe I can try to get him on a plug now. Oh yeah, they're swimming all around now. Once Chris hooked into that AJ, it fired up the school. I grabbed that Rapala skidder walk, shot it out there, couple clicks, they were all over that thing. Here he comes. Oh, he took the plug! Oh!
Look at the school of them following it. Oh, they all want the plug.
Oh! Chris is saying, you know, if you don't get them right away, you hook one up like dolphin. It fires the rest of them up.
Work like a champ. All right, I'm moving out of your way, man. I'm moving out of your way. About 20 pounds. About the bottom of the slot around, or bottom of the average around here. A good way to break the ice and fire up the morning. Goodbye, girl. Thank you very much.
You don't like this, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, this is fishing at its finest.
This is gonna be it here. There he is! There he is! There he is! There he is! Oh, what a take! Oh, look at them all! Are you kidding me?
I got mine.
Wow, if that don't get the blood pumping. You better eat your breakfast when you come out here. Oh, that's him right there on that Rapala topwater plug. Oh, God.
That's solid 30.
Big Ben. Real time.
Here you go. Oh. Oh, with a nice release.
It was like somebody turned a light switch on for those Amberjacks. When they got going, it was unbelievable. We were throwing Rapalas, we were throwing Berkeley Gulps. It didn't matter. These things were on fire. Chris actually took the hooks off of his plug He didn't want to hook them, he just wanted to watch them eat it. It was a crazy bite. Some of the craziest action I've ever seen offshore.
See, everybody at home, Chris is the smart one. He took the hooks off the plug.
Exactly, that way I don't have to fight them again. There you go, now.
If that don't get your blood going, nothing will.
With these fish chewing like they were, I knew this would be the perfect opportunity to try to get one on a fly rod. I've never caught one on a fly before. I don't claim to be some, expert aficionado at fly fishing, but this is the opportunity. If any time was to get one on a fly, now is going to be it.
There he comes, there he comes.
Nice!
Oh!
Very nice.
I think I should have brought the 12.
There's no structure around here, so
Oh, thank God.
no reason to fight him too hard. Let him run if he needs to run.
I came unglued on the fly.
It didn't break it, did it?
Broke it.
You know what they call it when you break off an AJ? Sissy! That's the term.
Smart me, I didn't bring the fly box, so I just lost the one fly I had. I found a 5/0 hook and a bucktail. We're gonna make a fly. Oh! He doesn't even know he's hooked. Now he knows. Oh, that's as good as it gets right there. Right next to the boat, I got him to take it.
Very nice.
25 miles out of Horseshoe Beach, sitting in about 50 feet of water. There's amberjack everywhere. Incredible fishery. Oh, there he is. Good luck with that. We're doubled up. I got one on the fly. He's got one on the small trout rod. This is crazy.
Like most of the jack species, these AJs do not get the credit that they deserve. The food value may not be high, but as far as the sport fish and the fight goes, these fish are absolutely incredible. And when you can come out here and target them with a topwater plug or a fly with light tackle, it's second to none.
Look at that, on the fly rod. We've caught them on plugs, we've caught them on live bait. Finally got the one on the fly, broke another one off earlier, tied that fly out here, threw something together, and they ate it right next to the boat. Beautiful take.
I don't know what more we could have done to harass those amberjacks. My arms were sore. I mean, we threw everything at them. Chris took his hooks off an hour ago. We got the best of these fish, and we decided to make the move. Chris had one other piece of bottom on the way in that he wanted to try. We're trying to get that keeper red, and he said this spot may produce.
Oh, oh nice.
He's running. This ain't a, this is a king, man.
Sweet, a little more variety out here.
Oh.
Not a keeper yet.
Unfortunately, this last spot, we didn't get that keeper red grouper that we were hoping to throw into the Yeti. But Chris got that nice kingfish, and the wind started picking up. We've been out a while. We knew we had a 20-mile run in front of us, so we decided to pack it up and head for home. Chris Clark, aka Key Pond, in the Big Bend region of the Florida Sportsman Forum, showed us a crazy offshore fishery out of Horseshoe Beach. But this area is also known for its inshore fishery, and probably more than that, for its scalloping. So we decided to head down to Crystal River and check it out.
This segment is brought to you by Rapala. Stand out in a crowd.
Rapala's been my go-to hard bait for years. Whether I'm offshore trolling for wahoo or in search of snook and reds on the flat, Rapala's always had me covered. With detailed colors, eyes, internal holographic foil, textured scales, gills, and lateral lines, make Rapala lures come alive to match bait fish. VMC hooks, the finest quality hooks available, strong and extremely sharp, tuned to the lure to give excellent action. Whether it's the clack and wrap, the X-Wrap series, or the Magnum. You don't need to be a tournament angler to make these lures swim perfectly right out of the box. We arrived in town the night before and stayed at the plantation at Crystal River. This is a great spot, especially if you're a boater. It's got its own boat ramp, restaurant, even has its own dive shop. It's a great place to come and stay with the family. Launched the Triton first thing the next morning and met this week's guest host, Marrio, and his son Jeremy, and plans on heading out into the Gulf.
So we're in Crystal River. I got Marrio Castello and his son Jeremy ripping lips on the forum. What do you got planned for us today?
Well, first off, I think we're going to do a little bit of topwater trouting out in the Salt River, which is just south of Crystal River, outside of Ozello. Weather looks pretty bad, so it might go pretty quick. After that, we're going to try to jump in the water and get some scallops. Look for old blue eyes.
I tell you what, this town revolves around these scallops this time of the year.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people out here. They do their vacations just around the scalloping season, and it's been extended this year. It's supposed to be permanently extended to September 25th.
Cool. All right, well, I've never done it. I'm excited. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Well, this weather looked questionable at best. In our attempt to get out to the Gulf, we were greeted with some serious thunderstorms. We decided to stop at a marina and seek some refuge from the storms.
Oh, wow. The rest of the state, there's no rain. But right here, there's rain. Go figure my luck.
So we got a little break in the weather and decided to make our way out to the Gulf.
All right, guys, to the scallop grounds. let's get this done and over with, man.
I tell you what, the scallops are already wet.
Okay, it was raining. No, it was pouring. Heading out the Salt River, it's really important to know where you're going. Marrio had contact lenses on, and he couldn't see a thing. The guy actually had to put a dive mask on to see where we were going. It was all fun and games until the lightning started. We knew we had to turn back around.
So now it's 10 o'clock, and we still have yet to begin our journey.
All right, I drove 4 hours. Rain, lightning, nothing's gonna stop me. We're going. Heading out to the scallop grounds, Marrio noticed his favorite flat. The tide was just perfect. We decided to stop and see if we can catch a fish.
There he is, little red. I hear the thunder in the background.
There's another one. Oh, this one's way back in the bushes.
You got a tree limb with you.
I've been trying to get that tree limb out of here for a year and a half now.
Spider wire held up.
Mm-hmm. That's about a typical size one here, but they get bigger as you go on through the day usually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Gets better as the day progresses.
Yes.
Marrio caught a couple nice redfish. You know, we decided to switch over. We started throwing some gulp and some Rapala topwater plugs. Caught some more fish, but we knew we had a small weather window, so we decided to make a break and head for the scallop grounds.
This segment is brought to you by TROKAR hooks. The rules have changed.
Power pole, the shallow water anchor, has revolutionized the way I fish. Once I locate a school of fish, at the touch of a button, I can swiftly stop my boat. Power pole silently deploys so you'll never spook the fish. Even in the toughest currents, I can count on my power pole securely holding me in place. It's completely changed the way I fish, and I can't imagine having a boat without a power pole. Swift, silent, and secure. Nothing stops you like a power pole.
So we just had about a 6-7 mile run. We're straight off of Homosassa. Tripod, you call it?
Yes, some people call it the tripod, some people call it the bird rack because of all the birds out here. It's a fairly popular area. It doesn't look like today we're going to have a lot of traffic. I see 2-3 other boats.
And tell me about the regulations. How many are you allowed to keep of these things?
The boat limit is 10 gallons per boat, up to 5 people, 2 gallons per person.
And there's no size. Whatever you get, you get.
Whatever the size is, it is.
When is the season for these scallops?
The season opens here on July 1st and they just extended it this year permanently till September 25th.
So all we really do is swim around, look for them in the grass?
Pretty much, yeah. They're fairly camouflaged, so you're gonna have to look pretty close in the grass. Best way to do it is stay on the surface and look down, just like you're snorkeling anywhere else. It's a little bit murky today, so you may have to dive down a little bit just to see the bottom.
We started by pulling Jeremy around, kind of scouting the area out. He started to find a couple. I knew it was time for me to get in the water. It didn't take me long to realize what all the buzz about this scalloping is. You know, it is like an underwater Easter egg hunt. So much fun. This is the kind of thing that you could do. You could take the whole family up there, everybody jump in the water, and you just load up and have a great dinner at the end of the day. Before I jumped in, I asked Marrio kind of what to expect, what to look for. You know, and until you get in there and find your first one, it's really difficult to explain. They can be somewhat camouflaged, but then I realized probably I was going a little too quick. Slowed things down, took my time, and they just really started to appear. So we were in the water for a couple hours, and we got a couple gallon limit. You know, we were getting tired. We knew we had plenty for dinner.
That's about an hour. About an hour's worth of diving.
Yeah, we're just gonna dump these in the Yeti. A little bit of salt water in the ice, and it opens these things right up pretty good as soon as we get to back to the docks, so we can clean them real easily because it sucks cleaning them when they're alive. All right, good to go. Those will be nice and ready by the time we get back to the docks.
Talking to Marrio, he said most weekends these boat ramps are filled with kids that make extra money by cleaning these things. Unfortunately, it was midweek, the weather wasn't great, there was nobody there to clean them, but Marrio was an expert and he was willing to give us a tutorial.
It's pretty easy, really. We use a shop vac method. Some people just use the spoon.
Okay.
I just think we do this every weekend, so shop vac is it's a very nice tool to have. But you just take the spoon, you slide it right in there underneath that white mussel, cut it. It opens up just like that. Very little left on the shell. And you take and you turn your vacuum thing on. And it leaves that. Just that simple.
This is all that for that piece of meat
For
right
that
there.
little piece of meat right there. Big benders go crazy over that.
That little piece.
That little piece of meat right there. But you just take it and scoop it just like you did on the other side. You just scoop it right off, and that's the
That's it.
that's the piece of meat right there. It's delicious, absolutely delicious. It's good right out of the shell too.
After seeing all the buzz on the forum about this scalloping, it's something that I knew I had to try, and I'm so glad I did it. You know, if you have a family, this is a great place to come. It's not always about hardcore fishing. You can get the kids, throw on some snorkeling gear, everybody can jump in the water and have a great day. Marrio and Jeremy Castello are a perfect example of that. I never would have come to this area if it wasn't for their posts. So keep your posts, your reports coming, and I may fish with you next on Real Time, Florida Sportsman.
Yeah, failure is always an option.
George! I just wanted to see your mask.
He goes! Go, 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 go! He goes!
Me! Holy, get him in.
I gotta open it up. I can't see him. I can't tell where he's at. Doing everything I can to make sure he doesn't get eaten.
Spider Wire Ultra Cast, the strongest, thinnest, most sensitive line for the most aggressive anglers. Made with Dyneema, the world's strongest fibers. Enhanced casting and special color lock technology won't fade or rub off. Teflon pressure treated to shoot through your guides like a bullet. Its unique microfiber construction won't cut guides and resist digging in on reels. Wide range of sizes up to 250 pounds and multiple colors. Look for it at your local tackle shop.